Hello and welcome to episode 4 of DimCraft. As you can see, we're currently hiding out in the Nether, and that's because whilst I've been off camera, and sorry for being gone for so long, but a little bit of being unwell and doing some other projects as well just meant I haven't had a chance to do some recording. So in the meantime, in our shop that we created at the last episode, which really needs to be redone because it looks awful, we got a request to build a Nether Tunnel, and here it is. It's huge. You don't get an idea of just how huge is this because using this transportation system we can do 75 blocks a second, but basically all we've done is made sure that none of this can be spawned on so nothing gets in your way, and that's done just by using half slabs here and putting buttons on top of the blue ice. Now we got the blue ice from the destination of this tunnel because it goes into an ice biome, but I wanted to give you an idea. I haven't put up any barriers on the side so you don't quite go straight, but to walk this, to run along this tunnel to the very end takes about 5, maybe 6 minutes. And on here, on the boat, I mean, it's insane. You can't tell as easily, and as you can see, I'm not doing it in a straight line very well, but you move through here at ridiculous speeds. I think I added it up. It takes around 20 to 30 seconds to do this tunnel on a boat, as opposed to the 6 minutes it takes to run at full speed across it. I was thinking about maybe doing it so that you could open up your elytra, but yeah, effort. Didn't bother with that. And yeah, that took 6 hours, maybe a bit more, maybe a bit less, not sure. But that was not quick to make. I also made a second one, a much shorter one, and it doesn't have the that travel system there because it's so short. There's just no need for it. In fact, why am I putting that back? I need that. So I'm going to go back. We need to go and charge Dim for this because this was all done for Dim, and this was a lot of time and effort, so I'm going to go charge her lots and lots of diamonds and make her poor, and then we really are going to make a start on the base, or possibly no, we will be making a start on the base today, but we won't start with that. We're actually going to put a new feature on the server, and this old classic where you get stuck. Hang on. Yeah, there's going to be a new feature on the server. Now, if you've ever watched Hermitcraft, you would have seen the feature before, but I'll set up a shop and you will see exactly what it is. But let's first of all go and make Dim poor. Alright, here we are, and we're at the community mail, and here is Dim's. Now, I think I've been very reasonable here. The baby tunnel, just 5 diamonds for that one because it was a very short one. I didn't show you it. It was just you can look down it and see how far it is. It's really not a very big tunnel. But the big tunnel I've set at 50 diamonds, as it's around 2,000 blocks long and was massive and required lots of work. So I think that's a good price for 6 hours of work. That's a very good price. I should be charging her 3 times that much. So that's put in there, so we'll make her poor by removing 55 of her diamonds. And hello, Dim. Dim's what's Dim's doing? She's emptying her chest. Ooh. Bits of paper. Could be anything. Still bits of paper. I saw diamonds in her hand. 5 diamonds, 55 diamonds. That's what I call quick payment. Thank you very much, Dim. So yeah, now we're rich again because I have been spending a lot of money recently in here. I just wanted to quickly show you. I'm not sure. This is a purpur shop made by Dim, and it's well, I say it's a purpur box. It's an end shop. It does everything to do with the end. So you've got portal makers, shulker boxes, elytras, lots of different end stuffs, and some fruit as well. Across here she's now revamped her ice shop here, and we now have 64 ice for just 2 iron, 64 packed ice for 1 diamond, slime still here at 1 diamond for 64, and this is a very good price. She's charging 2 diamonds for 64 blue ice. Well, it requires 9 packed ice to make 1 blue ice, so you'd have thought this would be 9 times more expensive, or 9 diamonds, but she's selling them for just 2, so that's a great price if you need blue ice. This is god awful and ugly, and I must get around hopefully today to redoing this and making it look like something worth having. She's also redone her wood shop here. Look, if we go in, she's saying 64 for 1 diamond on all items. She basically has pretty much every type of wood here, but again, they are just planks, and what she's then essentially, that's equivalent of 16 logs, and she's charging 1 diamond for 16 logs. So that's for the common woods. That's too expensive. I'm not going to do that. I'll just go out and get them. So for instance, if I just want to get spruce, things like that are very easy to get, and birch is normally quite easy to get, and so is oak. But there are other ones like the jungle ones here, which it's a long way to go. It's just easier to buy them from here. So useful for any odd bits of wood that we need that aren't in easy supply. And this is Sir Hulk's new little venture here. Welcome to Dig. Oops, sorry world. If you look in here, I believe it's his mining service, yeah, where no job too big or small, where no job is too big or small. From 1 block to 5,000, we are there ploughing away. Do you have a mining job you need dug? Can you not be bothered to dig it out? Well, look no further. Here at Dig. Oops, sorry world, we love to dig, but be warned. Be specific as to dimensions you require, because we will keep on going. We love to dig here. All we require is the following: coords, number of levels to go, and dimensions, and we'll do the rest. We supply all the food for the workers and worry about their health and safety, so you don't have to. As you can imagine, pricing for this sort of service is a tough job, so we'll come and take a look for you and quote on the day. Prices vary depending on needs and all that you are keep. So bear that in mind when asking for the job. Please go down and use one of the complimentary books to order the job and pop it in the chest. Please feed Bert only 1 seed on visit. He is greedy otherwise. Many kind regards, Sir Hulk. Right. So seeds. We need to go feed Bert. See, take 1 and feed Bert. And this is the example of all the different ores that he will be selling or giving to you when you buy the mining service. So that says to me that he will do the diggeroos for you, but he will be keeping any of the good stuff. That doesn't sound right, because if you're paying him plus he gets all the good stuff, we'll see. There may be a job just too laborious for us, but I get the feeling that Dim's the one who's going to be using that one. And here we are. Wow, look at this. So he's put himself up a little beacon and with an egg. Where's Bert? Bert! Bert's gone. Oh no. Bert's gone missing. Oh, I heard him. There he is! See if we got a friend. Nope. I'll give him some foods. There. Bert Mark II, because the first Bert was killed. So here we are. Let's have a look. Empty books for you to use. So that's where we fill in our order. We then place them in this chest, and then we pay him in this chest. And like a good man, we've got an ender chest here. Always useful in the shops. I'm pretty sure I didn't do that in my shop. I should probably fix that. But yeah, it's a really nice looking build. I like this a lot. There's a load of attention to detail gone into this. Might well be using that at some point. That's not the one we go in. It's this one. Okay, so we are now going to go... Ooh, look. What's this say? Dim's Make Amazing Shop in progress. Ooh, she's going to make things amazing. What's down here? Ooh, tropical fish and turtles and pretties and pickles. Nice. Let's go back up here. I'd be interested to see that when that's completed as well. And oh, have we got something else here? There's things everywhere. Dim sand. Ah, yes. I've already made good use of this. She literally put down a chest. Hadn't built anything. She just put down a chest, filled it with all her sand, and put a sign up while she was going off to go and get some more bits to make her shop. And by the time she came back, I'd emptied out all of her sand and given her diamonds for it. She's only charging 1 diamond for 3 stacks, so I emptied her out, but she's managed to restock in the hope that I might do that again. I just had to give her back all her diamonds that she just gave me. But I probably will be needing a lot of sand for the next the project that we're doing, well, the base project. But what we're doing now is we're going over here, and over here is where we're going to be building the top secret building for the new feature that we're going to have here in DimCraft. So let's get on with that. Okay, so I've just created the base of what we're going to make. So it's pretty big, as you can see. There's a large base here. I don't think that gives away anything about what this is, but it will be a lot more obvious when I start on the next piece, which is going to be all wood, and it's going to be kind of freestyled because I looked online and couldn't find what I was looking for, but hopefully it will look how it's supposed to look, and this will be the place where people can come to use our new feature on the server. So, any ideas what it is we're building yet? I'm hoping I've got the scale right. It's getting there, but got a little further to go yet. Okay, so I've completed it, and hopefully now you can work out what it is, even though it is very much in the distance at the moment. But I'm sure it's fairly obvious now. If it isn't, I've done it wrong. It's an armor stand, and the reason why I've created a giant armor stand is because this will be a little... It's not a shop as such because nobody's buying anything here. But there will be an option right here in the middle, which I'll set up shortly. It needs some command blocks to get it running, so I'll do that off camera. And what we can do there is put in a... basically there'll be a button that you press here. You press the button, it gives you a book, and that book then enables you to control the poses of armor stands. Now I'm sure what I'll do at some point, maybe today, maybe in the next episode, I'll set up some of these armor stands to show you exactly how it works, but it allows you to set up a really cool like diorama and action scenes. You can also make the stands invisible, and if you have the stand holding something, it makes it look like that item is floating in that position. It's a really cool little addition to improve the aesthetics of Minecraft, and I can see why it's not in Minecraft, because it doesn't follow the same sort of rule set and simplicity. It does require a lot of tweaking, but I do wish this was a standard thing. But yeah, there it is. That's that up and running. Off camera, as I say, I'll set it up, and I think now it's time to look at the base. Okay, so I said that I was going to start work on the base, and look at me starting work on the base at last. Now, so as you saw from probably 2 episodes ago now, I made this area here, and my thought process was for us to come down here, and then if we just go along here, and this was going to be the first part of my base, and I don't like it because there's nothing really that I can do to the outside of it to make it look any good. It's all going to be, all the work will be on the inside, and I don't know, I like more builds that look good from the outside. So I've completely changed my thought process on that. So what I was going to do, I don't know if you've ever seen this before, but it's just a very simple fog effect, and you can make a fog effect just by layering up whichever colour fog you want in glass, and basically you put a layer down, you leave a gap of 1, and then you put another layer on top of that. So for instance, if I just quickly put that there so I can jump up, the next layer would then be here, and then the next layer would be up there. So you leave a gap of 1 between each layer until 7, 8 layers normally is good, and it kind of looks foggy. Basically, it just gets darker and darker as you look down into it. So that's what I'm going to do here. This is literally just going to be like a dark chasm, and then we'll get round to actually building what will hopefully be the beginnings of our base, but it's going to be a long old process. That's going to be over a long period of time. So I'll get going with this and see what you think. So a huge update. Since the last time we spoke, there has been 3 days, I think, and in that time, as well as doing lots of tedious placement of glass, I've also got us a new server, and that took literally like a day to set up, just so we had a better performance. But I wanted to show you where I got up to. So you remember I was going to add fog, which I have done, but I also decided that the fog didn't look so good when there was plain glass around the outside, so I've replaced every single block with the dark black glass. So that took many hours. So this is the effect I was talking about. So you can see it starts off where you can see through it a little bit, and then as we go further and further down, it just goes into pitch black. So it's a fog effect, like I said, and that's the water. So that literally took, I wouldn't be surprised if that took me 5 hours or more. It was a very long process, but now that's done, although I'm going to need a lot more glass, which I have been collecting and buying stuff. If you look over here, this over here is where we're going to be putting the first part of our base, just down here, which is going to be made entirely out of glass. So lots and lots more glass to place down. My supplies, I mean, there's some, but you wouldn't believe how much glass this took. It was insane. But we're getting there. We do now have the option of a super smeltery, which is now a service available to us from the shopping district there. And also, as I'm here, as you saw me build this, just so you know, this is now actually set up and is doing what it's meant to be doing. And look, we have armor stands, and there's my head on a piece of armor. So yeah, I'll be talking a bit more about that probably in the next episode. Maybe we'll make some kind of diorama, just to give a bit of action. And already, if we look over here, we can see that the Hulk, so Hulk has created it as an advert for the smeltery I was just talking about. Oh my god, smelter. Just to show the direction in which we have to go. And I mean, he does have a book there which will tell us, but yeah, there's a smeltery that he's built over in this direction here. Huge bridge being made. This has been done almost entirely by Dim, in fact, for him. And starting to do some terraforming here. There's this river that actually goes down back to my place. And if we go all the way over here, this is his the beginnings of his super smeltery. This is only one half of it. There is going to be 2 parts to this, and it will all be joined in. But it works very well. It's very simple. You put in the item that you want to smelt in there. You put in your fuel there, and then the results come out here. Right, so let us get on with our base at last. So let's finally show you what it is we're trying to do here. So as you can see, I'm making a giant circle around Dim, and hoping she doesn't notice until I trap her in. No, I made a giant circle because this is going to be basically one giant glass dome. and this will be the beginning part of the base. Maybe this will contain our sorting system, maybe it will contain some farms. I don't know yet. I haven't thought about what it's going to contain yet. There's maybe 20 blocks down before you hit bedrock as well, so there's a little bit of room to do some underground stuff. So Dim has offered to help me build this, because again it's a lot of tedious placement and making sure every single block is in the right place, otherwise it looks really funny. Possibly make this in the form of a time lapse, I'm not sure. I guess you'll find out after the next cut. Well, that went well, didn't it? So here it is, really completed. The time lapse that we didn't quite go according to plan, but we still got it done. We now have a giant dome of goodness, and we're going to be putting in some sand, lots and lots and lots of sand. I've got an inventory here, not going to be enough. I'm going to fill this thing up with sand so that we can then take all the sand back out again, and then we will start looking at how we will best decorate this, and then possibly even make it functional. Let's clear this thing out, and with the help of both Dim and from the Hulk, as you can see, this has been emptied out. So much so that we now have mobs in here. It's been a good while since I recorded the last segment. Again, unfortunately been unwell and very busy with work. But yeah, here it is. I put in a floor, a really nice floor I think. It's I'll show you. You've got some slabs here, and then each one of these, oh, you're not going to let me show you, is a smelter. Thank you very much, friend. And yeah, we're going to... I'm still trying to work out if I'm just going to make the top part of this decoration or not, and we're definitely going to do something up there to make it look pretty. But yeah, at least we've emptied this thing out. We do really need to start thinking about a storage system. You must have seen those god-awful you know, the things over there, the things that have the wood and and they store stuff. Big wooden story things is what we're going to call them, not chests. And yeah, we got lots up here, and it's a complete mess. So it would probably be a good idea if we put this into a proper storage system and actually clear this area away. Maybe this whole area could be a smelting area. Maybe smelty, good. Maybe, and then underneath that, maybe we could make a storage area, possibly, and make pretty on top as well. But that's all for today's episode. Sorry it's taken so long to come out, and hopefully the next one will be here a little bit quicker. Goodbye.